Titanfall 2. It's my favorite video game ever. Wait, we did this before. Titanfall 2. Perfect game. I love it to death. We know this. Now, I love Titanfall, but I also love Pokemon. The old games, at least. Everything after Let's Go kinda stinks. Especially this one. Anyways, Pokemon has a very popular game challenge called the Nuzlocke. Basically, you lose a Pokemon if it dies, 1 Pokemon per route, yada yada yada. We should all know what it is. I've completed 2 of them, and played like 20 of them. But I was thinking while editing my first Titanfall video, which by the way, the support on that video was like crazy, and I want to thank you all. But I thought about it, what if I try to play Titanfall 2 as a Nuzlocke? So that's exactly what I'm doing. I asked myself, is it possible to beat a Titanfall 2 Nuzlocke? The rules are simple. I have to beat Titanfall 2 on max difficulty with Nuzlocke rules. What does this mean? Well, whenever I die, every gun I am using will become unusable, meaning for the rest of the playthrough, I am not allowed to use that weapon, meaning I cannot shoot the gun for the rest of the game. For example, if I have a R201 and a P2016 on my person and I die, I will no longer be able to use those weapons. If I die while in a Titan, I will lose that Titan loadout. Grenades and overlapping Titan abilities aren't in the challenge rules. Now, what happens if I lose all my weapons or Titan loadouts? I have to restart the entire playthrough. Yeah. I will be playing on the most recent update of the game on Steam, and no major skips are allowed. Also, this will be uploaded in 3 parts. This is part 1. Anyways, let's go get this challenge started. Before starting the run, I want to explain the strategy I'm going to use. I'll be trying to use very niche weapons, and weapons that are only in that level. So my loadout, instead of being something normal, like the R201 and EVA 8, I'm going to be using something like the P2016 and the DMR. I will also be playing the game very slowly. If I mess up at all or get caught out in the open for too long, I will die insanely fast and lose weapons. This is also the same with Titans. However, I'll also be trying to play a little bit of close range depending on the situation. Anyways, we call in our Transformer, but I accidentally took the Fortnite Vent Pack and everything breaks. Anyways, we are on to the first mission of the game, BT-7274. We jump out of our Range Rover, and in the beginning of this mission, I am insanely slow, more than usual. Since we have no jump kit or cloak, I have to be very careful and slowly kill each of the specters at range. After the painstaking wait, I get through them and a bully tries to steal my lunch money, but the principal saves us. Then, he drops his glasses. I wake up to 2 cute little cats eating me alive, but animal control leads them away with cheese. We go over to the guy and he loses his lunch. We bury animal control's controller, and now we're off. Our first fight, I run insanely slowly, as even being out for a second, I'll get to 1 HP. From range, I take out everyone, and now we are on to the cave. We also acquire a DMR, which we will be using for the rest of the mission. We take out some drones, and let the guns take out the cute angry cats. We carefully take out some PlayStation 1s, and we skip ahead to grabbing the first Vent Pack. We smack the crackheads and insert the battery into BT. We are required to get another battery for BT, and then go through the slowest standoff of all time of me thinking there are grunts under me, so I'm too scared to come out, so I waste 5 minutes here. There were not grunts under me, the audio bugged out. We sneak over to the 3rd battery and insert it into our boy. We do the Titan tutorial and take out the first enemy Titan, and that's the level. We got through that pretty fast, and with 0 deaths too. Now we are on to Blood and Rust. In the beginning battleground, we play around with our friendly Titans to take out the other Titans, and we get to the 2 tones we take down easily. Then carefully take down some grunts. We swap out the DMR for the Kraber and use our epic Kraber skills to... Shh! We don't talk about how easily I whiff. We get over to the grunts fighting off the Pokemon Go players trying to get to a Mewtwo raid. We stomp their heads in and pick up an alternator for the close range section. Then I speed over a little bit too quickly into the next section, and the grunts I left over from the previous section come in. I get cornered and receive my first death. I am now no longer allowed to use the alternator and the P2016. That was bad. The alternator is an insane weapon, and now it's gone permanently? I lost it too early. I'm gonna have to run over to grab an R97 from the previous section, and in the section I died in, I go a bit slower and get past it. We then see our boy and are now onto the flow regulation section. We also pick up an EPG, which is a secret weapon in some levels, so using it now is perfect, as if we die with it, it won't be a massive loss. Now we start the flow regulation section. This is slow. We have to carefully take out the ticks and try to use grenades in the EPG to take out some of the groups of grunts. I actually make the risky play of grabbing an R201 because I ran out of ammo. We eventually get through it and are reunited with our Xbox Series X, and now we get to fight Kane. This fight is a little slow at first, as we do have to keep our distance from him, but the fight is easy, just like the first TF2 challenge. With a few burst cores, he goes down easy. We take his headset and walk over to Into the Abyss. We skip ahead to me finally swapping out our useless alternator and find another EPG and a Kraber. We almost die to a Brute and a Tone, but we can barely make it. We turn on the hand, BT gets taken away, and now are on to the oh shoot, hide and cloak section. This section is insanely boring. It's basically just cloak around platform to platform and wait for your cloak to come back. I do pick up the G2 and Devotion, as they are slightly niche weapons and stronger than the EPG and the Kraber. I was especially stuck in this one section. These grunts wouldn't stop firing at me, and there was a turret. No matter how many times I peeked and tried shooting at them, I'll take a ton of damage and do no damage to them. Luckily, I get to a different area in the same section and finally take them out. We'll now skip over all the building stuff and are now onto the simulation. To be honest, I play around way too long here, and don't do enough damage in places I have to do damage. I take out some Spectres and one of the Reapers, but I wasn't fast enough. I got caught out in the open and die. I lose the EPG and the L-Star. Kind of down in the dumps, I decide to grab a G2 and just try and book it. And I actually make it. That was lucky. And stupid, don't ever actually do this, you will most likely die. We now are reunited with the BT Meister, and he's on Brute, which we'll run with against Ash, who is even more of a pushover than Kane. We just run when she has Sword Core active, and with the mix of the Brute's close range damage and Flight Core's spacing power, we take her out so easily. We give her a firm handshake of respect, and that's the end of part 1 of this video. We got through the Gauntlet, BT7274, Blood and Rust, and Into the Abyss. We lost 4 weapons, being the EPG, Alternator, P2016, and L-Star, but lost 0 Titan loadouts. Anyways guys, that's the end of the video. This recording of the first part is already half the length of the entirety of the Titanfall 2 Melee only playthrough, so these videos might be spread out a bit. I'll try to get it out as fast as I can, but with a mix of normal content as well. Anyways guys, that's the end of the video. This is the last long video before the upload schedule goes in. Also, Baldi's Part 2 will happen, I promise. Anyways guys, I hope you liked the video. Comment down below what challenges or video topics you want me to cover. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys later.